Sekundi Calvin, KTN News.
As inquiry over the government's decision to buy back Telkom from majority shareholder Helios for 6.09 billion shillings continues, KTN's Noah Kipkemboi takes you back in time to a joint venture that never was between Telkom and India's Airtel, which would have averted the buyback.
In February 2019, Airtel, owned by India's Bharti Enterprises, announced that it would enter into a joint venture with Telkom Kenya, in which Helios, through its special purpose vehicle Jamhuri Holdings, had a 60% controlling stake.
The issue about the exit of Helios and Jamhuri in Telkom Kenya was a subject of discussion, to the best of my knowledge, in 2019 when I joined Treasury in July 2019.
Even though Helios was willing to sell its stake to Airtel, the government, which owns 40% of Telkom, consulted between 2019 and 2021, finally concluding that the joint venture was not possible.
The many consultations that were held to determine that, given the kind of infrastructure that Telecom carries, then it will be unwise to have that institution being owned 60% by the intended JV partner.
According to Dr. Muya, between July 2021 and April 2022, the government once again consulted on how they will deal with Helios, which wanted to exit.
That is why we could not budget anything, because we didn't have a number. The direction was not clear. That direction in terms of what then would happen only came through in April from the National Security Committee meeting, which we received a letter from the Executive Office of the President.
After the failed JV with Telkom, Airtel Kenya still has a problem, as it is yet to comply with 30% ownership rule.
It's a number of options. We can identify a local shareholder. We can also list on the Kenya Stock Exchange. So we keep discussing with the regulator as to which one is the best vehicle to ensure there's local participation in our business. We're very committed to doing this, and we commit to get this done before the deadline happens, which is next year, March 2024.
The government buyback just days before the 2022 general elections continues to be investigated by National Assembly's joint committees of the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning and the Departmental Committee on Communication, Information and Innovation. Noah Kipkemboi, KTN News.
Ahead in sports, combined Africa